when I say that the last 3 days have been short and sweet. We have witnessed our towns come to life, and our local economy has been rejuvenated by the presence of delegates from all over Kenya. The presentations have helped us learn new things. As we come to the end of this journey, that has been the 6th Annual Devolution Conference, we have gone through a process of examining our performance as county governments in implementing the Big Four agenda. One of the things that I was personally looking forward to during the conference was the candid conversations that we would have as stakeholders in devolution. The journey to remaining accountable, to delivering, transforming, and measuring the impact of devolution must be underscored by a process of continuous engagement between all stakeholders. The devolution conferences will therefore continue to be an important part of the journey towards actualizing devolution in Kenya. Our focus must always be on improving the lives of every Kenyan by ensuring we deliver services to them in an environment of transparency and accountability. There is still hope that we as a country shall one day realize a more gender-inclusive leadership. I must also applaud in that regard His Excellency Kivutha Kipwana and the Senate Deputy Speaker Honorable Kithure Kindiki for lending their voice in support of women in political leadership in yesterday's discussion about amending the Constitution in order to strengthen devolution. To be very specific, Your Excellency, Deputy President, because you have interests in the presidency, Senator Kindiki Kithure said that if you are in the referendum, they will propose an amendment that if you are the presidential candidate, that your deputy must be of a woman gender. And I'm not campaigning. Tomorrow the world celebrates the International Women's Day. That's why I'm raising this issue. This year's theme is Balance for Better. In order to achieve equitable gender representation at all leadership levels, we need more men to speak up in support of balancing the gender equation, and I encourage all the other Excellency Governors, Members of Parliament to join in that conversation. For us to be able to pass policies that work, we must have everybody represented at the table, including gender representation.
I believe that the challenges that we face today on the issues of the dams, on the issues of corruption, as I said yesterday, it is a challenge that we have all agreed here we need to address. But it is a challenge that should be institutionalized, and is a challenge that should not be politicized, and it's a challenge that we should all work together to ensure that we succeed. But we cannot afford to throw out the baby with the bathwater. We must find a way of seeing how we can deal with the challenge of corruption, but still be able to build our dams.
It is not the size of the dog in the fight. It is the size of the fight in the dog that matters. Despite its size and modest population, Kirinyaga County has developed her own brand of coffee, which is ready to compete in the international market, complete with an outlet to be opened next month in New York. This will benefit the farmers of the county with better farm prices and enhance foreign exchange for Kenya. The success and future of devolution, therefore, is not going to be determined by size or population, but rather by creative, innovative, and visionary leadership. The debate about size, groupings, and mergers is a treacherous anti-devolution narrative that is simplistic, retrogressive, and seeks to reverse the hard-earned gains of our reform endeavor. In fact, it is a sly attempt to sneak a selfish, self-preservationist agenda into the national conversation with the aim of derailing the country from the development trajectory. The biggest threat to the war on corruption is selective prosecutions targeting predetermined individuals or projects. And secondly, rumor mongers propagandists, and peddlers of half-truths, exaggerations, and distortions meant for media headlines to execute covert political schemes which in and of itself constitute obstruction of justice. There is absolutely no issue with what is going on. We are a democracy. We believe in competition. And in fact, competition brings out the best in all of us. And therefore, nobody should be worried that I have a problem, for example, with the former Prime Minister. I have absolutely no problem. In fact, if there is one man who has supported his ambition in the past to be the president, it is me. I have supported him. As Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, yes, I have an interest in the construction of the dams. A major interest, because with Uhuru Kenyatta, we put 57 dams to be constructed over the next 5 years in the manifesto of the Jubilee Party. So it is not a parachute. The fact that we are discussing construction of dams is not an accident. And I have an interest. So anybody asking what is the interest? I have an interest. It is the manifesto of Jubilee, number one. Number two, apart from roads and electricity, the third largest enabler of our development proposal in our manifesto and in the big four is water. Whether you are looking at health, a major component of health challenges comes from water that is unfit for human consumption, people who consume dirty water with waterborne diseases and many of the other things. Therefore, the provision of clean drinking water is a major component that will cause us to succeed in our big four. And secondly, the matter of food security, a huge component of our target for the large dams we are focused on constructing is because of matters to do with irrigation. So I want to settle my interest in the construction of the dams in that manner. And of course, you cannot discuss dams in absolute. That is the reason why I follow numbers. And as Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, I would be reckless and I would have failed in my job if I didn't pay attention to numbers.